Good, thankful Thursday afternoon, everybody. Come on in. It's time to fix something for dinner. I'm going to have an early dinner. I had a program this afternoon. Um, Man and I were able to fellowship today. I went to Grandparents' Day today. Tania didn't stay in there for it, but Man did. So it was a really, really good program. I loved it. And I am going to record, let you just share with you all at the end of this cooking video. I'm going to share with y'all some of the things that um, were brought forth through sort of like a little sermonette for one of the local pastors here today. So this was all part of Black History Month. It was grandparents. They were honoring grandparents for the things that we do as grandparents and parents, at one time or another. So let's get back to the cooking. I'm going to do some chicken breast tenders. I've got them all over here in the pan, and I've already started to pound them to get them tenderized a little bit. So what I'm going to do next, so y'all can see me put on the seasoning. So as I've told y'all, I'm trying to work on no salt or low salt. So this here, I did this in one of my other recipes. This is a no salt from Tony Chackers. Yeah, Chackers. I think it's Tony Chackers. If not, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right. It's a seasoning blend. Darling, it has no salt, period. But it has lots of great seasonings that taste really good. I shared this with the members in my cardiac rehab class yesterday. And they had not heard of this one because this one here is a Louisiana Creole blend. So I thought I was picking up the regular blend, but nonetheless, it tastes good, and I like it because y'all know me in seasoning. So I put about a teaspoon on that side. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of, sprinkle these tenders with about a teaspoon of onion powder on each side. I'm sorry, not a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon on each side. And then a half a teaspoon of garlic powder on each side. And a good teaspoon, half a teaspoon of that Tony Chackers seasoning. I'm going to hit it with just, now this adobo seasoning, this is adobo. I'm not meaning to use adobo. I don't want to use adobo because I know it's loaded with salt. I want to use some lemon pepper. So hold on just a sec for me. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I've got my lemon pepper seasoning. That's what I intended. So this lemon pepper has 210 milligrams of sodium. So that's not too bad. And I'm only going to use a half a teaspoon here. So I'm using a fourth of a teaspoon on each side. Okay. So that's not too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these over and I'm going to season them on the other side. And I've also pounded these chicken breast strips with my meat mallet. That is one of the Comfort Chef. It's a real good meat mallet. But you know what I'm going to invest in? Because I'm going to be trying to infuse more and more flavor into meats and chicken when I'm cooking it. I'm going to go somewhere and find me one of those hand cranked meat tenderizers. You put it through and crank it and get it all nice and tender. So y'all watch out. As soon as I find, I can order one offline, but I'm sure I can walk in the store somewhere and get one. I really was trying to buy one today while I was out, but no such luck. Bed Bath and Beyond said that they have one, but you have to order it offline. I thought, I'll just go home and do it. And as much as I don't go to Walmart, I might check out Walmart. See if they got one. If they got one, I'll grab one from them. If not, I may have to end up ordering it offline. But I think that'll be a good way. Pounding it is wonderful. But I think that just when you have large amounts of meat or chicken to do, I think the hand crank one will be a lot better and a lot faster. So I'm on the prowl for a hand cranked meat tenderizer. And I like kitchen gadgets anyway. So okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do I keep trying to put that adobo season. I'm not using adobo is really salty. So I'm going to go ahead and do my half a teaspoon of, my other fourth of a teaspoon of lemon pepper seasoning. And then I'm doing a half teaspoon of my garlic powder. I already did half on the other side. And then I'm doing my onion powder. And I'm cooking this for myself and for Tansy's going to have dinner with us today. If they want more salt, they can put more salt, but mine is practically saltless. Okay, so I'm gonna put just sprinkle. I know she can't eat a lot of spicy stuff. Now this Tony's seasoning. Now I'm gonna tell you, this no salt by Tony. It's kind of heavy with peppers. It's kind of potent, y'all. And I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of my y'all know how to put my masala seasoning on there. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit on there because it has a little kick to it as well. So just a little bit here and there. I'm just gonna sprinkle it. Get a little bit more of my hands here. I don't want to double dip in there, especially with it. Now that I touch the chicken, I'm gonna have to go back and clean these hands up. So anyway, I'm just there we go. There's that. Okay, also, y'all give me a second, let me Clorox these hands up. Also, I'm going to be doing some broccoli. So, and basically I'm going to use the same seasoning for everything that I'm cooking. The broccoli, I'm going to put those same seasonings on there. And I'm going to melt some, I'm going to melt a teaspoon of that Smart Start, margarine, however you want to call it. And then the rest is going to be olive oil. Because I don't want to get too much going on there. I could, well, maybe it'll give it a little bit flavor if I use all olive oil. Then it'll taste more like the olive oil. Okay? That's what I think I'll do. I'll just use olive oil. That way I won't have to melt anything. So, what I'm going to do here, I got my chicken all seasoned. And I'm just going to do it a little bit more just to pound in those seasonings. But I just wanted to let y'all see how simple it is. Because, you know, the meat was purchased from the store. And you have to skin the chicken, do all that. But once you get everything in your pan and get it all pounded, and just pound it just like that on each side, and then get your seasoning going on in there. And then I'm going to have some olive oil in my skillet. Let's see. I'm going to put about a couple tablespoons of olive oil in there. And I am going to put, that's why I had that, you know, I always think about butter. But since we're not using butter these days, okay. Let's see what we can get going on. I've got some country crock. I'm going to use just a little bit of that, maybe a teaspoon of country crock in that skillet. Okay, get that melted around in there. You know what I think I'm going to go ahead and do since I'm melting stuff? I'm going to go ahead and melt what I'm going to put on my broccoli as well. So let's go ahead and get it all melted up in there. About a tablespoon to go on my broccoli. So that's a little bit more than a tablespoon. Get some of that out, Peggy. Don't get carried away. And I'm also going to sprinkle my broccoli with some lemon pepper. Ooh, that was too much. About a good half a teaspoon of lemon pepper seasoning. Because you know, broccoli does not require a lot of any kind of seasoning as far as any kind of salt content. Broccoli has a very wonderful fresh flavor. But I am going to load it up with some garlic powder and some onion powder. And I'm also going to saute some onion. It's going to be with my chicken. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, let me get this chicken out of the way for a minute. There's my broccoli. I've already put the little bit of lemon pepper seasoning and the garlic powder, onion powder. Now, I'm just going to drizzle it in here like so. This is my oil for my chicken and for my broccoli. Okay, well I almost poured it all in. So anywho, I think I'm going to be good. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put any more, hopefully no more liquid in there. And I'm going to cover it. I'm just going to simply let it stick in the microwave for about 5 or 6 minutes. And prayerfully it will do what it needs to do. test kitchen items again today. So we're just going to move this out of the way. And I think I've got enough seasoning on it. I'm just going to run it through the oven. And I believe it's going to be okay. Okay. I can hit it with a little masala seasoning. It doesn't have any salt in it. I'm off to the side doing this. Okay. See that? That's my masala with my turmeric and all that seasoning. Ooh, I can't put too much. I keep forgetting that this seasoning here is has well, that side of the pan is kind of peppered up. Tansy can eat from that side. Okay, she can see that. Okay, we'll just separate. That's how you have to do honey. That little bit I don't think will hurt her. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put the put some saran wrap over there and run it through the microwave for what I think about 10. We're gonna start with 10 minutes. Okay, people, can we see that? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna place my broccoli. I've got it all in the pan there. Got the broccoli in the pan. I got this small workspace, y'all. But you know what? I make do. We're not getting a new kitchen. We're not even wishing for a new kitchen or a bigger kitchen. Okay? I tell my friend Barbara this all the time. She always wants to build me this big old new kitchen. I told her, girl, keep your money in your pocket. Okay, here we are. I got the broccoli ready to go into the microwave. I want to do it about 10 minutes. I think that'll take care of it. And then we're going to go ahead and get the chicken in the pan. Okay? Microwave. Okay. We're going to put that chicken. It's going to be on medium-high heat. And I've also decided that I think I want a little bit of honey drizzle on that chicken. How about that? Does that sound good? We have to do something special. Skillet back over there where it needs to be. Get everything set up here. Let me see. Okay. And we got the chicken. Bring it back into frame. And we're going to get this chicken going. Okay, y'all. I think we are ready to put the chicken into the pan, y'all. So what I am going to do, y'all know I got to do something extra special because I'm extra. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I got this skillet on medium low right now. Okay, can I do that? Can I do medium low right now? Okay, so let me make sure there's enough. Keep smelling something on the burner. Let me take care of that because it's distracting for me. Okay. Now, remember I said I think I want to do something with honey? Well, I still want to do something with honey, so here's what I'm going to do. Got my pan ready, so y'all can see. Y'all saw it first on. Come on in. Now, I think my skillet, now, you know, you can try this. This is not for the faint of heart. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some honey right in that skillet and see what happens. See that honey? That's a tablespoon of honey. I think it's working pretty good. I'm knocking everything over behind me, but I think it's going to do okay. So that's some honey and olive oil, y'all. That's good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that heat up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start putting in my chicken. Okay. Because I don't want my honey to dry up, you know. These are like strips of chicken. So I'm praying I get all of them in at the same time. And are y'all watching this? I got honey in this skillet, y'all. I don't think honey will hurt nobody. And this is lightly seasoned. And you know, for us, those of you, not us, or those of you who can eat more seasoning, you can go ahead and, you know, fix it like I normally would have fixed it if I could have. So we're gonna do, when those kind of fry up a little bit, I'm gonna get the rest of them in here because they all need to be in this pan at the same time. Because I'm not gonna be redoing this honey situation. So I got a few more pieces to go in. Okay. Y'all see that other burner coming on over there? That's the way my stove does it, goes off and on. And I'm allowing it to do this because I want you all to see this, but I'm going to move the skillet over shortly. Okay. There we go. We're going to let that cook on each side for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to see what we got going on, okay? So hold on. Y'all know what I think I'm going to do here? I'm going to go ahead and flip this chicken. Reason being, I want some honey on both sides. That way I don't have to add any more. I don't want to get too much. I don't want to get outside of my health zone, y'all. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over. It's been cooking about a minute, so it has that honey coating on there. And you know, if you want to put more honey on there, if you don't want to put any at all, you can do brown sugar. You can do a lot of different things with it if you choose to do so. But I just want to do this because, you know, when you're cooking and trying to eat healthy and make your food taste good, then you have to try different things. So this is something new I'm trying today. And like I said, just make sure if you're going to put the honey right into that oil, that your skillet can't be real hot if you don't want that honey to start burning up and cook away on you. So I got everything flipped over. So I'm going to go ahead and let it cook 3 minutes on this side, 3 minutes on this. I think I owe it another minute or 2 on the other side. And we're going to have us some, we'll name it here shortly, okay? And also, I'm going to get me some onions going. Y'all know me and my onions. I love my onions. So I have to put the onions in the pan after I get the chicken out. And I will, of course, season those onions with the same identical seasons that I did the other. And then I'll hit it with a little bit of honey, okay? A little bit of honey. I think we're going to have something going on here, y'all. Okay, as you can see, the chicken has started to brown out really nicely. It has about another couple of minutes to go, so then I'm going to get the onions going in the pan. And what I'm going to do is get the chicken out. I'm going to microwave these onions for a little bit to soften them up. Then I'm going to throw them in the pan and let them caramelize a little bit in that honey. Just that little bit of honey that I put in there. And I'm smelling that honey. Whew, and that garlic and that olive oil. Y'all, this is going to be epic. So hold on just a little bit long. Like that song said, hold on just a little bit longer. All right, I'll be back, baby. Right back. Okay, you see, we still got some goodie in the pan, so I'm going to go ahead and put those onions in there and let them finish up their last little bit of cooking. Okay, I think y'all can see it over there. I need it on the big burner, y'all. The big burner. So we're just going to let these onions, like I said, I got them in the pan, let that burner fire up. But I got them in the same pan where I had the chicken is done. Just took the chicken out, and we're gonna just leave these onions in the bottom of that skillet and let them just do what they do. Okay, and we'll be right back. Okay, now y'all, I've got the onions and the chicken back in the pan together. Okay. And we're just going to leave it on low heat so it'll keep nice and warm. And so that fresh onion flavor will cook through that chicken. So that is our chicken. We're going to name it here before we get out of here. But that's our chicken, chicken and onion. We've got chicken and onions in there, sort of like almost like a chicken chicken breast stir fry with onions. okay, and with the honey, with that little honey flavor in there. So we're just gonna put them in there, back on the burner for a minute or two, and we'll be right back. We got our rice ready, we got our broccoli ready, so hold on. Okay, y'all, the food is ready. Okay, this is some seasoned jasmine rice. A cup and a half of jasmine rice, cooked according to how they tell you on the bag. 3 cups of water to a cup and a half of rice. Okay, I put a half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon, I'm sorry, a fourth of a teaspoon of turmeric, half teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder. Now, I don't know if you have that Marcella season, but I put a fourth of a teaspoon of Marcella, so that's why it turned the yellow color, and a tablespoon of olive oil. So that's my seasoned rice. Okay, this is my broccoli. We went through all the seasons with that as I was cooking it. And look at that beautiful pan fried. We're going to call that olive oil and honey pan fried chicken breast. Okay, how about that? Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, I had to make tins of some extra broccoli back there because honey, I got carried away with that masala because it's kind of got a little kick to it, and I didn't want her not to be able to eat the broccoli. So this meal is ready. I'm getting ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy it. I'm gonna make me a good old cup of hot ginger lemon tea. Hope you got something hot you can put in a cup, or get you something nice and cold. I'm gonna have ice cold glass of water also with this meal. So thank y'all for tuning in, for hanging out with me while I cook me a little bit of early dinner or lunch, however you want to call it. Rice is good. Okay, y'all. Until I decide to cook again, love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Pray for one another. Still continue to consider reconciliation for all those things that you didn't get resolved that you should have years ago. So I'm going to give you just a small Black History tip at the very, very end of this. So love you guys. Take care. Love on one another. Pray without ceasing. We still got many, many things going on around the country. I haven't watched the news today, so I don't know exactly what is happening, but I know enough is happening that we need to pray. Like we always say, pray without ceasing, y'all. So, okay, just one more little look here. And we're going to cut out for just a few minutes, and then we're going to do our Black History fact. And I'm going to turn y'all loose. Okay, y'all, as promised, a Black History fact, tip, however you want to take this. Today, I was honored to go to my grandchildren's school. That's Man and Tania. I went to their school today, and they had a grandparents program. So I was able to sit with Man and eat some snacks with him. And one of the things that they did for the grandparents was we had some young people singing, reciting poetry and so on. And one of the things I thought was so interesting, they gave us this little grandparents' creed, if you will. So I'm going to just read it off to you. So today, it was honoring, during Black History Month, it was in honor of all grandparents. And you know, grandparents do a tremendous job in what they do on a daily basis throughout our lives. I know my grandparents certainly did, because my grandmother was the one, along with my mom, but for the most part, my grandmother taught me how to cook and how to sew. So let's read this creed to grandparents. Grandparents, the G is for always giving, they are always there. R is for richness, so beyond compare. A is for adoration, for all, for one and for all. N is for nice, to receive their call. D is for the delightful, it's always special way. P is for perfect, each and every day. A is for angels, precious like gold. R is for radiant, makes life aglow. E is for endure, all that they may. N is for noble, always standing strong. T is for tender, the softer of touch, the softness of touch. S is for special, we love them so much. God's special gift to us all, grandparents. I thought that was just so nice and so thoughtful, and so it was just so heartfelt, because I had no idea as to what to expect when I went to the program this morning. So hats off to you, Goldsboro Middle School, for my grandchildren. I was just really excited about going over there, being a part of this. And I learned so many other things, so many new things that are going on at the school. So, grandparents, we are all wonderful, great, delightful, and all that stuff. Also, they were asking us to, continue to pray for our children, and we do that always. I'm so, it makes me feel so proud and so in line with what we should be doing each time that I ask you all to pray without ceasing for our school children, most of all on a daily basis as they go into the schools. And as parents and grandparents, we need to be mindful of what our children are doing, participate in programs, go over there and volunteer. Since I've been out sick for a while, I have not volunteered at the schools lately, but it is my plan within the next couple of weeks, maybe go over one day a week for a couple of hours and figure out something to do. There's always something that we can do. One of the things that the minister, and his name escapes me, one of the things that he brought out that was so important, he said, just being there this morning for that program was something for our children to look at, to start teaching them about participating and being part of what goes on for your life. So I thought that was just all so important, because I had said to TJ, you can go back to class if you want to, baby. I just wanted you to come out and, just let you know that I was here. And so he said, I'll stay, Grandma. Well, see, that's man, I was going to call it. Well, it is man. That's man's nature, to be accommodating and so gracious. And one of the school counselors, she said, Miss Howe, they can stay out of class, because I was concerned about them missing out on some schoolwork. So she said, well, I tell you what, if he misses something, we'll allow him the opportunity to make it up. She said, but knowing Antonio, he'll be okay. So I was just really glad to hear them speak well of him as a proud grandma. Then I spoke with the band teacher, because I had encouraged Man, why don't you get into the band? Because we got Tansy used to play the saxophone, the tenor sax, when she was in high school, and I've still got that saxophone packed away somewhere. So I had the opportunity to speak to the band teacher, and she said, sure, of course, if he wants to play, drag it out, we'll get him started with it. So I'm going to encourage him to start playing the saxophone if that's what he likes. And if he uh, shows some interest in being in the band, if he doesn't want to play the saxophone, then we'll figure out which one he wants to play, and all of us going to get together and chip in and make sure he gets that instrument. So anyway, as a grandparent and as a great grandparent and a mother, I'm telling you, I know the importance of being involved in children's lives, because uh, a lot of children, the other thing that they brought up too, a lot of children don't have parents or grandparents who are able to participate in their lives. So the ones of us who can, please go out as often as you can, if it's nothing more than just to go have lunch with them. You don't necessarily have to do any work, but go have lunch one day. Just go down to let yourself be seen. Let those children know that you care about them. So anyway, I'm on my soapbox about these grandchildren, but I just wanted to share that with you all, especially this little creed. I think that is so important. Let me put that camera right up close. I think you all will be able to see it. If anybody is interested and writing this down or making a copy of it in any kind of way, you can also do that. So, y'all, listen, I'm getting ready to eat. I've got my food ready. I'm ready to go back into the kitchen, sit back, relax, and enjoy my meal. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for your comments, compliments, and well wishes. So, until I decide to cook again or give y'all some more Black History facts, then I'm going to say toodaloo. Love you guys. Keep those prayers going up now, so the blessings will continue to come down. And y'all hug your grandma today.